All right, my friends, I'm gonna try this one more time. So I've tried to make this video 3 times, and for some reason, the computer's not working for me here. So if the video does not play, I'll just kind of chat with you a little bit and give you some options or some ideas to do in class. So instead of following along with me on the video, if it works, awesome. If it's not working for us, I'll just give you some ideas of some movement that you can do in class. You're familiar with a lot of it, but it's probably time to take a movement break. Like we say, you've probably been sitting at your desk, maybe reading a book, maybe listening to someone teach you about math, or maybe working on some writing or art projects. Not sure what you're doing, but it's time to take a movement break. So let's go ahead and do that. Our lessons in class this week have been team toss or team pass. So we're now working with people in the class to move the ball around the gym. Last time you got to go wherever you wanted to on any of the poly spots with the pass and move. Next time that you're in class tomorrow, we will do an activity where we advance the ball to a specific spot. So you've done it before. We're on one side, and instead of going wherever we want to go, we have a specific spot or a line that we need to take the ball to, passing back and forth with our partner. All right. As always, everything will be organized and set up for you. If you follow my directions and my lead, we should be able to take care of the warm-up, boom, take care of the lesson, bam, 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 and then any time that's left is up to you. If you're helping out with the lesson, being right on task, then you can play all day with us. If you're slowing us down or struggling or kind of interrupting the class or being rude to people or something like that, then we'll ask you to sit out once we kind of get started here. So let's take a peek here and see if this works. I originally made it for beautiful. All right, now it's finally going. I originally made it for kindergarten and second grade, but we just translated to third through fifth. It's a lot of the same action. So first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you're up and you got space around you. You're not going to bump or bounce into anything. So teachers can help us find that. Or maybe you're familiar with where kind of your station is at in your class. You already got some good social distance going on. So we're just going to make sure we're not bumping or bouncing into anybody. Then I'm going to stretch out each of my fingers here. Maybe I've been using my thumb to kind of maybe play a video game, or like I said, read a book or do some writing, whatever. Might just be sitting stale. So I'm going to grab each one of those fingers, just kind of move it around, jiggle it around. Should feel good. You don't want to pull or press on your fingers in a way that hurts you. Should just be nice and easy. Grabbing that other thumb, other pointer finger. Just taking a few moments to stretch out the body. Awesome. I'm going to ball up my fists and do a little wrist circles here. Opposite direction. Move it into the elbows, get the arms all loosey-goosey. You can do some swings and sways and stuff if you want to. Gonna roll the shoulders backwards. So now we've taken care of the fingers, the wrists, the elbows. So we're moving up into the shoulders here. Get them going the opposite direction. So roll them forward. If you want to mix in a floss move or some arm circles or whatever feels good to you for that area to take care of your arms, and that's great. I'm going to draw a big circle with my nose here. Get my neck loosened up, big circle the opposite direction. Cool. If you want to get goofy or challenge yourself with it, you could draw like a, I don't know, you could draw a triangle. You could draw a square, whatever. You can also press on one side and lean into it, so you get a little bit of pressure as you lean. I'm going to touch my forehead and lean into it a little bit so I get a little bit of pressure. Stretches out the neck. Should feel good there again. Should feel good. Here we go. Going to loosen up the hips. So now we've got the fingers going, we've got the wrists going, the elbows, the shoulders, we got the head and neck. So now we're going to loosen up the hips in the back here. Just going to roll it around one direction. You could even do some pops from side to side if you want to. Cool. Now we got the hips loosened up. Going to take it down to the feet, toe on the ground, kind of roll my ankle nice and smooth. Then move it up into the knee, then move it up into the hip. You can make it a dance move if you want to. Be a little goofy with it, get a little movement break going. But the big piece is we're just trying to touch in with each body part, get it some blood flowing, get some oxygen going to it, take a nice movement break. It's going to help our bodies feel good. It's going to help us get kind of the loosey-gooseys out, the wiggly-jigglies, allow us to maybe concentrate and focus a little bit better on whatever tasks we have ahead. Always want to keep the body loose and goosey. Shake it on out, whatever feels good to you. I like to shake my fingers a lot, just kind of in my wrists. Cool. Stretch it up to the sky. You can lean it to one side if you like to, or turn one side and the opposite. Pull it on down. I'm going to stretch one arm across my body, maybe a little bit of a lean one direction if you want to. You could even widen your stance if that's better for you. And again, I'm just giving you a bunch of moves that you can do. You can make it your own. You don't have to follow exactly along with what's going on. Just make sure that you touch in on each area of your body. That's kind of the purpose here. Right on. Hopefully I get in a trunk twist. There it is. Beautiful. Smooth trunk twist. If you want to, you can do an oppositional touch where I take my right elbow and I touch it to my left knee or down towards my left knee, my opposite elbow towards the opposite. So I got kind of this twist action going here. Little different than our normal trunk twists. Awesome. We're going to do some skiers or some runners right here. You can run in place. You can skip in place. You can do some high knees in place. There's still locomotor actions that you can do while you're in your single spot. You don't have to do them across the room. Obviously, we don't want to go running across the room. If all of us did that in the small classroom space, somebody's going to end up getting hurt, and we don't want that. So we can run in place. We can skip in place. You can even gallop or do the Charlie Brown move. If your teacher knows the Charlie Brown move, maybe they can show you that. Cool. So I did a few huggers, going to rock some skips here. You can try to do super quick feet with your skips. You can try and go high skip, so you get high up in the air with it. Your choice on that. If you're feeling super in control, you could even do a skip in a circle, like a spin skip. Just again, make sure you're in control of your body. Shouldn't be falling and bouncing. Always got to make sure we're in control of our body. Awesome. Last move here. Going to pick up my foot and balance. See if you can remain entirely still for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Switch up the feet. Work the balance one more time here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a 0. Fabulous. I'm going to pause that thing right here as I'm going to go ahead and have a seat back in my chair. Cool. And then I encourage as well, teachers and students, teachers, if you could lead a spot for folks to do their wall presses against the wall. We already got our wrists all loosened up. We want to add our functional strength. Functional strength is our body's ability to handle itself. So we can find that wall spot. We want to make sure that our fingers are pointed towards the sky. If you want your elbows tight, cool. If you want your elbows further out, that's totally fine. If you want to have your feet close to the wall and just make it nice and easy, great. If you want to take your feet further away from the wall and make it a little bit more of a challenge, that's cool too. So teachers will need to lead that so that you find some safe space around the classroom. You can also use your desk. But you just have to be very cautious because the desk can move and shift. So yeah, teachers, go ahead and lead that. See if you can get in on some functional strength stuff. Thank you for taking a movement break with me. I will see you tomorrow for our next Team Pass activity.